Parenting is not about being perfect. It is about learning to align with your child's inner architecture. When parents understand a child's inner architecture, behavior stops looking like a problem and starts making sense. Recently, I came across a parent I was consulting who felt completely stuck. They said, "My child questions everything. He gives different answers, challenges rules, and when we expect him to go one way, he goes the opposite." They were worried, frustrated, and quietly asking themselves, "Are we doing something wrong?" Before calling it attitude or stubbornness, I asked them to pause. Because sometimes what looks like rebellion is simply a reverse thinking brain. During the consultation, when we observed the child's fingerprint pattern, one thing stood out clearly. The child had a radial loop on one of his fingers, also known as a reverse loop pattern. And that one observation changed the entire conversation. Now, let me share a quick clarification here. Fingerprints don't decide a child's destiny, they are simply clues, a starting point to understand how a child may process the world. A child with a radial loop often thinks in reverse. They may start from the outcome and work backwards. They challenge what's normal, not to disrespect you, but to understand things in their own way. They're drawn to new, mysterious, and unusual, out of the box ideas. They have creative thoughts and often solve problems when things get complicated. And they have a strong desire for freedom, to break free, and a deep need to feel, "I chose this." So they may look like rebels on the outside, but many are emotionally sensitive on the inside. So when parenting becomes only because I said so, you will often see resistance in such children. So instead of saying, "Stop arguing, try. I can see you think differently. Show me your logic." Respect calms their mind. Give them choices, not orders. For example, do you want to study for 20 minutes now and take a break, or take a break first and study after? Same outcome, but different experience. Use challenge language. Say things like, "I'm curious how you would solve this in a smarter way." You'll often be surprised because they actually can. Validate sensitivity before correction. Many radial loop children are sensitive. Criticism can trigger defiance. So use the sequence. First acknowledge, then set boundaries, then give them choice. For example, "I know freedom matters to you. I'm not stopping you from being you. However, you can speak respectfully, or we pause and talk later." Create freedom zones. If everything is controlled, they will rebel. Give them 2, 3 safe areas of choices, even if it's about clothes, hobbies, creative projects, reading topics, etc. When freedom is given in the right places, cooperation comes in the important places. Never ever label them. Words like difficult or weird stay with a child. Instead, replace them with, "You are innovative. You notice what others miss. You're wired for original thinking." Let me also share what not to do with such children. Don't argue to win, they'll argue harder. Don't shame them publicly, it creates long term resentment. Don't force uniformity, this mind grows through uniqueness. And don't assume rebellion means bad character. Often it's a mind searching for meaning. So if your child has a radial loop or reverse loop, remember this. You're not raising a problem, you're raising a creative thinker who needs respect, choice, and challenge. If this resonates, comment RL below and we'll give you more information. Is your child more outwardly rebellious or quietly sensitive? Let me share some more information if required in the next video. Thank you.